Skype for Business will provide you with additional features like instant messaging, video calls and conferences, screen and file sharing. It will also make it a lot easier to connect with various Skype for Business certified devices. We have tightly integrated Skype for Business services with our MPBX platform. This allows you to use all the features of Skype for Business together with flexible call flow control provided by MPBX. You can order Skype for Business accounts here, but you will have to link those accounts to a user object in the MPBX call flow. We highly recommend to watch billing and MPBX introduction videos located here, and under MPBX tab here. New users can be created under our default domains listed in the Domain Management window. Here you can add your own domain name and create user accounts under your business domain. Let's first look at how to add new Skype accounts under our default domain names. In this video, we have the domain name skypeforbusiness.global. Click the Add button, enter your first and last name, then choose an account name. Account name must be unique within the domain. Let's use john.s in this example. By default, Skype for Business is already ticked. You may also want to enable Microsoft Exchange for this account if you plan to use our hosted email service. We will cover hosted Exchange later in this video. The last step here is to enter the password for this new account. Passwords must comply with complexity rules shown here. Repeat these steps to create as many accounts as required. As mentioned previously, each Skype for Business account must be linked to a user object in MPBX call flow. You can link it to any existing user, or order new user licenses via Step 1 of the Order Services tab. Let's purchase a new user license by clicking MPBX, then Add button, place a tick in this checkbox and select Required Call Plan. Order new phone numbers and equipment using Step 2 and 3 if required. Now, just click the Submit Order button. The next step is to link a new Skype account with a user object in MPBX call flow. Click MPBX tab, take a user object, click the gear button, and add newly created Skype account to the list of contact methods. Enter all other details as required. Don't forget to click Apply Configuration button. You can now download Skype for Business application or use compatible Skype for Business device and log into your account. Skype for Business application can be downloaded here. This version works on Windows computers. You can, however, get Skype for Business application to other devices including Macintosh computers, iOS or Android smartphones. You can also use Skype for Business desk phones like the Yealink T40 series. Configuration of Skype for Business software or compatible devices is very simple. Just use your Skype account name and password on any Skype for Business application or phone. For example, here we've got a Windows version of Skype for Business and a Yealink T48 handset. All you have to do is enter the Skype account credentials and click the Sign In button. Let's first enter this in the Windows application. Now, repeat the same process on the Yealink handset. We now have both computers with Skype for Business application and Yealink phone connected to hosted Skype for Business account. Let's now review the Domain Management section in more detail. If your business has its own web domain name, you may want to use it instead of our default domain names. To add your own domain name, click Add button here. Enter your domain name without the www part and click Submit Order button. Next, you'll have to change and verify DNS records for your domain name. The process may be different depending on your DNS hosting company. We will demonstrate cPanel DNS portal in this example, but if your DNS management system looks different, you may need to contact your web hosting provider. Clicking Verify DNS Records button will give you a list of all required DNS changes. Log into your DNS management portal and enter all required DNS records. Here is an example of the cPanel DNS portal and records configured for Skype for Business and hosted Exchange. It is important to copy DNS records exactly as they appear in the list, including dots at the end of some records. Once DNS is configured on your domain, click Check DNS Records button here. If checked successful, your domain will be activated and you can now create Skype and hosted Exchange accounts under your own domain. Now, let's look at hosted Exchange services. To enable Host Exchange for an account, just click this checkbox and click the Submit button. Set Aliases button allows you to link multiple email addresses to the same mailbox storage. This button becomes available only after primary Exchange account is created. You can create users who use Skype for Business, Exchange, or both services as required. To open your Exchange email, calendar, or other services, you can click here, or enter exchange.voipline.net.au in your web browser address field. Log in with your email address and password. Outlook web app allows you to access your email from anywhere on any device. You can also easily configure Microsoft Outlook by entering your email address and password when configuring a new account on your computer. For those who use other email software, you can find server details by clicking the gear button, Options, Settings for POP, or IMAP access here. This completes our introduction of Skype for Business and Hosted Exchange. If you have questions or difficulties when configuring your services, please feel free to contact us via online chat, over the phone, or email.